actually had a mixer not that long ago, and one of them was making fun of me for drinking Jim Beam. He says, yeah, I just really prefer Johnny Walker Blue. Who the fuck doesn't? The only catch is tonight I'm going to have 12 of these Jim Beams. You're going to have 12 of those Johnny Walker Blues, and tomorrow I'll be able to pay rent. He says, Johnny just tastes better. And yeah, but I'm not drinking for flavor. If I want flavor, I'll have a strawberry milkshake. I don't drink for flavor, I drink because I hate my job. That's actually not true. I have a job that I love very much. I work in marketing because I really like public relations, but I never want to actually help people. That's not true. I work in marketing because I don't want to be a bartender anymore, but I still want to do cocaine. They made me do a drug test at my current job, and I assumed it was to find out if I was cool enough to work there. I passed. Oh man, I did get fired from a bad job a couple of years ago. Do you know what it's like getting fired from a job you hate? That's like when your girl breaks up with you because she's tired of boning other dudes. No, they called me into human resources. They said, hey, this isn't working out. And I said, fantastic, I agree. Now the healing can begin. They said, no, you don't understand. We don't think you should work here anymore. And I said, awesome, same page. So I assume you're going to buy the dog food? And they said, no, seems like you're still not getting this. You're fired. And I said, that's very brave. And they seemed confused, so I explained. I said, I think it's just really brave to fire someone who knows you don't have an active shooter policy. And that's how you find out how handcuffs feel in a non-recreational setting. Yeah, I will say it gave me my new favorite hobby. My new favorite hobby, I love putting on uniforms of places I no longer work, and then going somewhere and just being a problem. Not only to get arrested, not trying to live that life again, but did you know you do not get arrested if you walk into Applebee's at 11 o'clock in the morning, do 7 shots of Jim Beam, and then call the manager a bitch to his face? Yeah, no, they don't call the cops on that. All that happens is a restaurant full of lunchtime eaters find out maybe we shouldn't go to Cataract and Laser Institute. I love telling that joke here in Kokomo because I tell it all over the country, but here people actually know the place I'm talking about. Oh man, So, this is a hard transition. My girlfriend's mom has started asking when we're going to stop using condoms. She pronounces it, when are you going to get married and have kids? Thing is, I'm not in any rush to get married because I was engaged before and I got bullied into it then, and I'm not going to get bullied into it now. I was engaged years ago and I got bullied into it because we were at her niece's christening. She was the godmother, and we're sitting there and the priest gives me a little nudge. Hey, she looks awfully good and white, doesn't she? And I looked back at him and said, what the fuck, man? And everyone's looking at me like I just kicked a puppy, and I realized what I had done. I said, I'm sorry. What the fuck, father? I should have known it wasn't going to work out with my ex-fiancée because 2 years into our relationship, I find out she doesn't like golden girls. Right? I should have known in that moment. But I was blinded by something. Everybody got it? Okay, cool. No, I should have known, because here's the thing. We live in America. You're allowed to have different interests, different likes. There are some people who think yellow starbursts are the best. I think they're crazy, because red starbursts are the best. They are allowed to like what they like. That is what makes this country great. We all have our different preferences. We all have the things that we like, and other people can like different things, and that is allowed. But if you don't like Blanche Devereaux, you don't get to fucking pay rent in my apartment. We did get around to planning the wedding, and that was actually what broke us up, because we had to plan a wedding. She wouldn't let me elope because she hated me. I would rather go back to Iraq than plan another wedding. We're sitting there, we pick the venue. I found an American Legion that was going to let us do it for $50 and some cigarettes, and they said no. They said the hall wasn't big enough because they wanted a small Catholic Southern Indiana wedding, which means 900 people. I tried to set a rule of, look, we've been together for 7 years, and if I've never heard of this family member, they don't get to drink on my tab for free. And I got told that I needed to calm down because I was wrong somehow. So we're planning the wedding. The reception is going to be in the gym next to the church, because that's romantic. We walk in, and the first thing I see, other than the scoreboard and the basketball hoops, I see bleachers on the back wall. And they saw my face and said, don't worry, we can cover those bleachers up. We've got curtains that you can rent for $400. If there's a scoreboard on the wall, you don't get to charge $400 for anything. They also told me that I had to have an off-duty police officer there, just in case. Had to have an off-duty police officer there for the entire reception, just in case. And I said, there are going to be no fewer than 40 current or former military at this wedding reception. Either I don't need a cop, or I need way more cops. And they backed down on that. I think it's because I'm a good negotiator. They said it's because I wouldn't stop yelling. The last issue that we ran into, they said we had to get a single-day event insurance policy with a payout of up to $1 million. And I said that if there's an event insurance policy with $1 million payout, then I'm ending this wedding reception by burning this motherfucker down. And I'm starting the fire with some $400 rental curtains. It didn't work out.